In this video, I'm going to cover the best Facebook ads that you can do for your chiropractic clinic, and we're going to cover graphics versus AI versus video. So last year, our agency spent $12 million on Facebook ads across multiple industries. So this is not just a siloed view of, hey, we're only working with chiropractors. We're working with e-com, info, coaching, different types of clinics, including dental, furniture, like jewelry, a lot of industries, right? So that is an advantage for us because it's actually giving us a wide spectrum on, hey, is this theory just valid for chiros or is it valid for a multitude of other industries? And as you can suspect, a lot of this is dictated by the overall market sentiment. So a lot of people that I speak to on a weekly basis that are chiros, they usually come to me and they're working with some competitors of ours. And the first thing that they tell me is like, Antonio, the lead quality is quite low. So this strategy is going to allow you to get high quality patients. You have to understand one thing. We are living in an era where it has never been easier to advertise online. Like, this is the golden age. I know a lot of people, they think like 2015 was the golden age, but this is actually the golden age because it's very easy for you to make good quality ads that are going to give you the high quality patients that you want. So the first thing that you got to avoid is graph. These are horrible. Okay. They bring you the shoppers, like think of it as Groupon. Okay. People are on Groupon and they're just looking at different graphics or different offers like $27, $50, $99, $9. And you're basically just getting like tire kickers. Okay, so you want to avoid graphics at all costs because at the end of the day, we are in a human-to-human business. It's like you don't want to make something that is impersonal because if you make it impersonal, you're going to get an impersonal customer or impersonal lead, someone who's only after the offer. Unfortunately, Alex Hormozi kind of ruined this whole concept for us. Again, another advantage is that you have an opportunity to break that mold. So the other one is AI, okay? So like AI, I would say is like 50-50, okay? The 50-50, what I mean is that it's a great tool, but it can't be the backbone of your advertising. So the ways that we use AIs right now, like we can literally clone a doctor and have you say whatever it is that you want. However, it's not going to sound 100% natural. You'll maybe get it to 80%. And maybe in a year or two, the tech will be where it's 100%. But right now, you're at 80%. So it works. However, it's a 50-50. I would not use this as the whole strategy. What we really use it for is, for example, let's say you do a blunder, right? Let's say the season change, you have a really good video and we want to change the offer or we want to change the season or change the reason or whatever. Change like a sentence, right? That's what it's really good for. So we can take a winning ad and we can just change like the end or the offer or a snippet. So we use that to kind of like smooth things over in real applications. And obviously like the video is king, okay? And I'm going to break down like what the video actually, like what makes it work. It needs to be like the doctor. It needs to be education. Okay. It needs to provide context. So first of all, there's no way around it. You need to be on camera and you have to think there are a lot of people that don't want to be on camera. So you being on camera is already a huge advantage. The second thing is education. So hopefully you've seen a few of these videos by now where I'm doing these 5-minute long videos. I'm breaking down very intricate concepts, giving you a lot of value up front, things that you can go and apply yourself. And it's generating a lot of high quality bookings for us. Okay. So this is the same strategy that you have to do. If you want to target people that are high quality, is that going to be? Office workers, executives, people that are flying all the time. So you got to create educational content that is around that. If I made a video, for example, right, and I showed you how to get a cheap patient in your clinic, all I'm going to get is I'm going to get all the bad doctors who want cheap patients, right? But I'm talking about high quality, high paying customers. And that means you, the doctor who is watching this, is going to fill it out because you're like, I want high quality, high patient. And most likely, if you want something high quality, you are also high quality. So it's the same thing here. When you're providing your video and you're giving the value, you have to speak to people that are in that context. Okay, this actually comes down to the context. So the context influences the education. So what does that mean? When you're talking about what you're teaching them, you have to paint the context. Okay, so for example, if I say like, hey, are you going out to the bar and you're drinking a lot and you have like a lot of back pain, do this. Well, now I'm speaking to people that are going out at night, who are late, who are probably young, who are probably broke. But if I told you, hey, if you work 12 hours a day in an office in a highly stressful job, here are 3 ways that you can decompress your spine at home without seeing a chiro, right? And it's like, okay, I'm speaking to someone who's working 12 hours a day, who's working in the office, who's a high achiever, who probably has money. Or if I want to speak to a family man, hey, are you having trouble picking up your child when he wants to play with you? Your son comes to you and say, hey, daddy, I want to fly. And you can't pick him up because your back is hurting. Try these 3 exercises. Or here's like how our program helps you do that. It'll get you up and running in 14 days. You see, like, so providing context in your videos is going to do that. So you understand? So for example, it's like if I told you, hey, you want new patients, but I didn't tell you it was Facebook ads, or I didn't tell you were working with other competitors of ours, you know? So it's very important that you provide context in your videos. And then some people are going to ask me like, what is the length that you need? Oh, is it like 30 seconds, whatever. I'm gonna give you something interesting. On these videos that I'm doing for you guys, they're about 5 minutes. I get 30, 40, 50, 70 people watch 100% of my video. That means the full 5 minutes. You don't want to aim for something short, right? My teacher used to tell me something very good in high school. It was like, don't aim for the length, aim to finish your topic. Okay, so I don't have a timer on this video, and neither should you. When you're talking about the education and the context, you want every word to be weighed. Obviously, every word should have value. You're not creating like a video with a lot of fluff. It should be actionable tips, things that are actually useful. Talk about different concepts, talk about different pillars like I did here, graphics, AI, video. Notice in all my videos, I'm always starting with one idea, okay? And I'm tackling that one idea. So same with you, right? If you want to talk about someone who's working in the office, talk about them sitting in the chair, right? Or talk about people who drive a lot. Tackle one thing, because obviously you guys can serve a lot of people, but if you're not providing the context, you're just going to get a bunch of random people coming in, and you won't be able to hone in on what's actually important, who the person you're talking to, right? So you have to attract them, and to attract them, you have to do like a mating call, kind of like birds, you know, you gotta speak to them, right? Speak their language, attract them, right? And then they'll come to you. So this is, the video is king. This is how you make your Facebook ads. 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever it is, that's the way to go. So you want to be in front of camera, you want it to be the doctor, you got to be educating, and you got to be speaking to the context of your buyer. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.